Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Here's Marshawn Lynch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Fresh set of downs here. First down, the run with Lynch. And down inside the 15 he goes. In the red zone this time. They run again on first down, Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. try and throw on third down. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Wilson. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. throwing his car on third down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Wilson throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Wilson will throw again. And he comes back with one complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
following the fumble recovery. Carr looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This will be taken in at the 1. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Running back, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on second down. Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And his kick is good. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. So they're going to go for 2. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably... prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he floats one there, incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Carr now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Throwing on first down is Carr. Pass incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. throwing again. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they're running right through it. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. By the way, they're into the 2nd half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 24-yard line. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The give, this is Lynch. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Justin Ellis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run again with Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw is Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Wilson on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch scoring a touchdown against his former mates, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he fires one incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And now it's third down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wilson will throw again. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Wilson, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On 2nd down, Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos are just pouring it on in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Carr going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Handoff comes to Lynch. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On is the punter, King, to send it away. Taking it about the 16. Ooh, the juke. Jukes by again. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One last shot for Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Packers. In today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Would you say?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And some space here. He finds an opening past the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get held and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Wish me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's caught by Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Landry Jones with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice two-score. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Steps away to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Cook. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back, and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. Caught, left side, Bennett. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught, Nelson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right near the 27. And now with 1:52 to go, we get it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And it was the Rams emerging victorious. Jared Goff, 2 touchdown passes in the W. To throw is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Mahomes to throw. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Mahomes going deep for Diggs. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame is like a big review
Well, Charles, they were close.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The play clock's running down. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Cook following the penalty. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down?
Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They find some open field here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is knocked down from the side. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. Green.
On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges as the first half is winding down. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Mahomes to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Now let's go. Blue,
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Phillips in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Third down, Dalvin Cook. He's got daylight, the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Stays on his feet. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Landry Jones, 3 touchdown passes thus far. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,